Hello, and welcome back. If you would please put your palms together for a meditation reading. Irrigators conduct water where they will. Fletchers shape their arrows. Carpenters bend the wood to their will. The wise bend themselves. From Dhammapada. If you would please join me in God's show. Namo Amidavas, Namo Amidavas, Namo Amidavas, Namandavas, Namadavas, Namadavas, Namadavas. This is part 2 of perfectionism. And I like to start with the small steps. Beginning with small steps, not perfection. Evidence from the cognitive behavior works on perfectionism. It starts with good enough instead of perfect. That makes sense. This starts to help perfectionists to build more flexibility and sustainable habits over time. Good example is when to send an email after only one read-through instead of 5 read-throughs, or turn in a solid report, but it's not immaculate. Or letting others see a lived-in house, not a house that is spotless. Or how about asking for clarification at work, at home, instead of pretending you already know. Case studies have shown that clients who practiced the term good enough behaviors learn that their fears of rejection, humiliation, and total collapse did not show up as much. Over time, realization loosened their ideas of perfection. They loosened their ideas of perfection, perfectionist rules. And they created a space for self-compassion. Each small step of letting go ideas of perfection helped loosen the thought of being good enough. And it created a trusting in oneself and worth. And this trust and worth did not depend on a flawless performance. Each time asking for help also loosened the belief that one has to carry everything alone. You know, perfectionism will have setbacks. However, seeing them as normal, temporary disruptions, and seeing them as an opportunity to practice, and seeing them as an opportunity to practice self-compassion and self-forgiveness. We can begin again, gently adjusting our standards are resting and are choosing one small change. Rather than a complete overhaul. A perfectionist would go for the complete overhaul. But one learning that one is not perfect will take a small change, small step towards that change. Beginning again simply means to shift from a negative outlook of oneself to intelligent feedback. We learn lessons to keep the personality separate from this perfectionism. Instead of asking, what's wrong with me? We start asking, what can I learn from all of this? Even though perfectionists may feel alone, it is surprising that once they step out of their comfort zone, they find that there are many who share the same fears and insecurities. Flett says if we do not carry these facades and masks with us, we would be more aware of how we are more similar than different. Beginning again becomes less about fixing the perfect being, but more about returning over and over to a much more kinder way of moving through life. It is Namu Amida Butsu that will guide and give directions. If you would please put your palms together in Gasho. Namu Amida Butsu. 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 Mistakes again, forgive me, and thank you for listening. Oh, that's right.